Not only is a warrior someone that has engaged in combat, but I also believe that a warrior is someone that keeps moving forward through the difficult times, someone that never gives up, and that is not afraid to ask for help. My desire to serve my country and join the Army started at a very early age, and it had been a dream of mine since I was a kid to put on the uniform. It was a typical day. We were out on patrol. I'd sent one of my teams into a house to clear it and conduct a search. A few moments later, my men said, "Sergeant, the house is clear. We didn't find anything." I gave the signal for everyone to go back outside. And as I entered the doorway, that's when the roadside bomb exploded. I looked down and realized something wasn't right, that my right arm was just hanging there. And there was blood on my uniform and on my boots and on the ground. That's when I heard the worst words of my entire life. Missildine is dead. Private First Class Jody Wayne Missildine was one of my soldiers. He was one of the men that I had promised that I would help protect. And I immediately blamed myself for his death that day. This is my fault, that Jody's never gonna get to go home again. I woke up in that hospital there in Mosul with an external fixator sticking out of my right arm, holding it together. And I remember a doctor telling me to sit up so they could cut my uniform off of me. And that was something that I had worn with pride for so many years. It was part of my identity. And having it cut off my body, I felt like really part of me died that day. Being told that I couldn't be in the Army anymore, still struggling with thinking that I was to blame for Jody's death. It was the mental and emotional that I was going through that hurt the most. Each day was just filled with anxiety, anger, depression. Looking back, I know that I was not always a good father. And if there's anything good to be said about that, it's that they were so young, they don't remember the daddy that was yelling and screaming at them just for no reason. I received a phone call from Wounded Warrior Project in the fall of 2011, and they asked me if I wanted to attend an event called Soldier Ride. The lady on the other end of the phone, she convinced me to come out to Phoenix. And I remember telling her, I said, "You know what, I can't do this." And she said, "Yes, you can. I believe in you." And I started to get excited because that was the first time since I left the Army that anyone told me they believed in me. And I met so many people that just made me want to change my life, turn my life around. I was just so happy to be there and just so happy to be a part of something bigger than myself again, that it just kept pushing me, it just kept motivating me to keep finding things in my life that are good, happy, healthy, and positive.
Well, when Jeremiah first started, he came in as an individual who very much believed that he had limitations. Now, he looks forward to each and every challenge, no matter how difficult it may be.
I met Jeremiah about 3 years ago at the gym. We took a couple classes together.
I asked her out and she turned me down. And we finally said, okay, well, there's something here. We realized we wanted to be together, and we haven't stopped since.
He's the love of my life and couldn't ask for anybody better. Now we're getting married.
And every time I see her smile, it just lights me up and just makes me want to keep going.
Jeremiah's a great father because he enjoys being with his kids. He enjoys every second with them.
When I look at him and I see him smile and I hear their laugh, it inspires me to be a good person, to be a good father, to be a good role model. People should know that each day this organization is changing and saving lives. This organization gave my children their father back. It's because of this organization that I'm engaged. Without Wounded Warrior Project, I know that I wouldn't have a life.
Wounded Warrior Project just made him open up more, just showed him he could love again. You know, he has more to live for.
I think the big transformation for Jeremiah has been coming to the realization that he is still without limits and that the best is yet to come.
There's a saying that we have at Wounded Warrior Project, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. And Wounded Warrior Project didn't forget about me. And because of that, there's no way that I can let anyone forget about my brothers and sisters. I'm not gonna let anybody forget about them, and I'm not gonna let anybody forget about Jody.